Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to jump on the charts today. It's been a while. I've actually been down with COVID for the last week, so I haven't really been doing too much trading. So I figured why not start the week off, at least my week, with some live streaming. So without further ado, let's jump in. So as you can see here, I've got the Bitcoin chart pulled up, and if you follow me on Twitter, I basically said that I'm going to let go of trading a lot of the altcoins that I like to trade and just mainly focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum, just because this is a zone that we're chopping in, and until we get out, it's not going to change. It's not going to allow for altcoins to complete their setups, and it's just going to be a lot more pain than gain on any of the altcoin trades, unless you find an altcoin with relative strength, and you want to trade that in the interim that it's running against the whole market. But that's a whole nother story. But for right now, let's just focus on Bitcoin. So as you can see, stretch it out a little bit, we have been in this zone ever since we collapsed down out of this little zone we were in, from about 52, 53K all the way down to 45.5. And once we broke down from there, zooming in, you can see we've got a new top of the range at about 44.4. But playing a little bit tighter, let's call it 44, all the way down to, at the lowest, we stretched down to 39.7 roughly, but mainly we've been trading at the lows of 40,600, where we've seen multiple touches in here. And then also note this green line stretches out all the way from the beginning of January. Its peak has had multiple touches acting as resistance there, fake out there, and then flipped to support in September. And since then, it's held up as support. Zooming back in, you can see that it has acted as support a couple times. We did wick past it once, but all in all, it has acted as support, and even on the 4-hour chart, you can really see that it really has, even on low time frames, acted as support. So that's why I have that line drawn from all the way from January as a significant level of interest. And then this last 4-hour candle close I have is a green bar, just to show me as kind of the starting point of where I'd like to see a bounce. But we could still have support from that high time frame horizontal line at 40,000, roughly 500-600. So all this to show you that until we clear 44,000 on a 4-hour close, or let's call it 40,500 on a 4-hour close, there really isn't going to be much of a significant change. We're just going to keep chopping in this zone. And I have it as a 2-tier zone, because you can see once we've broken this level on the low time frame right here around 42.5, 42.6 has been pretty significant on lower time frame. I usually like to trade the 4-hour. I will look at the 30-minute, the hour, 2-hour, just to see if it's going to start breaking one way, but I really won't want to make a drastic move on a trade until the 4-hour close, because as you can see here, let's zoom into the 1-hour. There were, if you're looking at this descending wedge on the 4-hour, right? Pretty defined. Zoom in on the 1-hour, there were closes outside of it multiple times, but fake outs, right? So it's better on a 4-hour if you're trading low time frames if you're looking for like a swing to just wait for a 4-hour close, because that's a stronger bet that it could follow through. Of course, if you're a scalper and you're trading off low time frames, it's a little bit different. You're going to get in, get out, and you're probably not going to be trading these higher time frames or even 4-hour time frame patterns. You're just going to be looking for level breaks and quick scalps of significant levels to jump in and then jump out. And there's other strategies too, but for me, I like to look at patterns, and then but more importantly, as of late, I have just stuck to horizontal levels and diagonals. And really, diagonals, I look for a diagonal break, and then once the diagonal break of a downtrend occurs, then I look for a significant horizontal base to break as well. And with that confluence, it gives me a good setup to jump into a trade. Because as you can see here, this was the high we set after a breakdown here. And this was the low of the range and the high that we set. It traded all the way down here. And from the top here, you can see there was a significant downtrend line that had multiple touches. And then once we got to here, after we established this range here and the descending wedge, you could have played the break here, which is fine, right? But we still need to clear this high. And boom, we got rejected at this level, this horizontal level. That was the high of this range. And so it then just bounced down this descending trend line. And so really, if you only play diagonal trend lines, you run the risk of I'll show you, run the risk of having a breakout, which is great, but the exit point is a lot less clear if you're not able to clear a horizontal level too, because you could just keep doing what it's been doing right here, just bouncing down the trend line. And so yeah, you had the break, but where do you exit, right? Because it might not fall all the way back through, and exit. You could easily say, okay, I'll exit here when it breaks through, but okay, it's going to keep bouncing. So for me, preferably, I like to have a clear level to exit on. So if it were to have broken here and then retest, well, now I've got this level as my exit point. If it closes below here, then I can say, okay, cool. Let's say this was a close above. All right, so now I'm in the trade, and there's a lot of decent low time frame support base built here. So I'm going to just say I'm going to close below that little choppy support base. So you could even just call it round number 3%, right? 3% for play up to like this support base up here. There's going to be resistance for sure here at 53.8. But really, if you were to ignore this, I would say I look for gaps that are at least 2 to 1. So from here, I would want it to be played up to at least the 8% where it would be roughly a 3 to 1, 4 to 1 kind of trade. And those are really nice setups, because if you can find a nice gap, which there is here, the MPOC, the naked point of control, happened at about at this level here, or up here actually, at 56,656. So that would be a potential trade up to there, where there's really no established base of support or resistance in here. And so the likelihood of it running through to at least fill up to the next base is pretty high. There's no path of resistance really. So really, all that to say, we are in limbo, and until we get past those points, don't expect too much volatility unless something in the greater market happens that nukes the crypto market, the economy. But right now, you can see we're in the bottom tier range and in this descending wedge. So what I'm looking for is a break of this descending wedge to signal, a trend up. And there's been a couple of fake outs on the last 4 hour candles, and we're about 37 minutes before this 4 hour close. So keep a lookout. It would be about 42.2 would be a break, probably above of the descending wedge, and then a clear of this horizontal level at 42.656, or no, let's say 42,700, just to be safe, would be this clear of this middle horizontal level on the low time frame. And once we get a close there on a 4 hour, we could play it up to the top of this channel here, top of this range, and it'd be like a 3% trade, or the very top would 3%. And then if we break that, then that's when I have a lot more confidence jumping back into a larger position, albeit there will be strong resistance at 45,600, but it would be definitely clearing this range, and you could have this as your stop loss point right here. This previous resistance point at the top of the range would now be your support, new support base theoretically at 44,000. And so if you get a 4 hour close below there, then you can just exit. Super clean. But at least you're jumping into the potential bigger move up, because clearing this range would be a big deal on the going upwards. We could just exit, hit retest here, and fall right back down and continue downward. But if you're good with risk management, you're maybe dollar cost averaging down here, maybe selling a little bit of position here, and then letting the rest ride. And if we come back down, you just close your position out and then play back down these levels, right? But if it does break this level, then now you're in a really good position, because it's going to start scaring the bears. There's probably going to be some liquidations from some shorts that were set from right here, selling quickly, and then there could be a really violent move back up to the top of this channel, to be honest, once we break this level. So I will highlight what it would look like going down. All right, so if we were to zoom out a little bit and see what the break of this range would look like. All right, so yeah, there's a pretty significant gap. I think there's a chance, as you can see, there's a wick here that we had a perfect clean touch on there. I think we could catch another liquidity event here at 39.7, 39.8, and then spring back up and out. But if we lose that, then you're looking at support in this area, around the 38K area. And then after that, then you're really talking about the bottom here. It may not be at once. It could be a very quick and violent rip the band-aid type deal once we clear there and we go all the way down. And then this is a new range that we trade in. Or it could be that it is just a slow bleed down, which personally, the longer that we stay in this range, this is a new support base we're building, so I feel like we will come out of it. But if we do spend a lot of time here, it just makes this level more significant to lose, and there could be a lot of longs built in this range that just get liquidated and we fall flat very quickly. That would be my scenario that I would see if we do lose this level over a longer period of time. We create this base here. So again, my feeling is that we are holding this area support and we've already moved out of it once. And if we keep holding it, I think we're going to at least retest this 45,500 level, if not more, to create a higher low. If this is going to be a long extended bear trend, I do think that we're going to get at least a little bit higher before completely falling back to this level. But hey, Bitcoin humbles us all. So, but hey guys, thanks for watching. I will be doing more live streams. I've got a new setup, as you can see, a new mic, and I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. So please follow, subscribe, like if you are enjoying this and finding value in this, and follow me on Twitter if you're not already, The Cryptologist. And God bless. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy trading.